few politicians, there were just maybe a couple, and he was one of them, that were willing to really advise and take a stand when SB 277 was whisking through the Assembly and the Senate. Senator Anderson is the one that stood up and said, I'm opposed to this. I'm opposed to this for religious reasons and the removal of parental rights. I'm opposed. So I am so honored for you to be here today on this day when the government seems to think that this needs to be a law. I would love just to say thank you for all of your assistance.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a privilege to be here. You know, in 3 days, we're going to celebrate our country's freedom.
That's right.
And where's our liberty to raise our kids? My child, my choice. It's that simple. You know, Wendy, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody that's here, because you care. You care enough to stand for your kids. You care enough to stand for your state and your country. If we don't draw the line in the sand and say we're not going to take it anymore, who's going to fight for us if we're not willing to fight for ourselves? And I have to tell you, after the beginning speakers, there wasn't a lot left on the table for me to say. They are just so powerful, but they're powerful because they speak the truth. We all know that truth. You know, I was in Judish, and I asked very specific questions. And we had Dr. Pan there with his medical expert. And I said, now, how would I get out of this? If I had a child, if there was a problem, can you advise me on how I could get a medical leave from this? And he said, oh, well, you just have to go through the process and prove it. And I said, well, let's do it in real world terms. Let's say I have some twins. I have 2 children, identical, and you say vaccine injuries are so few and far apart, and one of my children is injured. And I have said, look, I don't want to put my second child through that. Can I get a medical exemption for the second child? They're twins. And he said, oh, well, we'd have to look at it. We'd have to study it. And I pressed him harder. Finally, he admitted what he wanted to say all along. No. Because in his heart, he was never going to do it. Now, here's the problem. Tomorrow, he's going to go back, and on Wednesday, he'll play golf, and I'm going to be raising 2 harmed children for the rest of their lives. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. I'm glad you're here. And the fight's not over. You know, come November,
That's right.
they can hear our voice.
Oh, yeah.
You know who was on the wrong side of the issue.
That's right.
Make them pay.
That's right.
Let them hear the truth. God bless you all for all your hard work. God bless you for standing up for your children, and God bless your children. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.